Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Salties channel. On today's episode, once again, racing in the D group because Zwift lets me here. I don't know why. Alright. So, this was kind of a funny race. Primarily on how the riders were how they were reacting to criticism in the race. And you'll be able to sort of tell this with how low my average watts were. I don't really show you guys too much of the race, but I show you the good parts. So here we're going to go up the flyer for the first time for this little hill here, and this hill's a good 30 seconds. But like, look at my average watts at 170. Like, we're way too low. So no one was pushing the pace. So I thought the Sun Rider was going to go off the front here for a little bit. So then what I did was I just went to the front here, and I can't say that I attacked this hill, but I was doing probably like 360 for the majority of it, and it gets steeper as soon as the longer it goes, the steeper it gets. So you see, so my average watts are now 190. Like, this is so low. Like, these guys weren't even trying. Like, and it's funny, in the after race, they were like, well, they were upset with me, but it's their whole entire effort. Like, like the strategy, the playbook to beat me is clearly there. Everybody knows it, right? I do find it funny the the Z Sun Rider was pushing 6 watts down the hill now. I did make a joke that he was a DUI rider because he was swerving all over the road, which he was. He was putting himself out of the draft more than cutting the corners to help himself. So I did have to call that out on him a couple of times. It's like, you have to prioritize draft over cutting the corners. So here is the final 1 kilometers here. This is what you guys paid for. So I'm not worried with these two guys I ahead of me on the lower slopes, because I do like to attack on this climb when it is a bit steeper, because I find that it's more rewarding that way. So we're at 190 watts here. Now I've pinned it. So these guys have not taken my legs away from me at all. My legs are fresh for this. So we've nearly ramped up 10 watts over the average. So for the whole entire race, we dropped the average watts, we gain 10 watts on that one. 11, more or less. I was a bit concerned, but it's like it's hard to gain back 3 seconds on the downhill. That's why you never attack on the downhill. So it was a fairly interesting race. Like interesting for me as a sprinter, as in they're not even hurting me at all. I average 2.2 watts per kilo. If they can get that 2.2 to 2.6, 2.7, I'm not doing that sprint at the end. But not one of them was attacking me. Not trying to go off the front, making me have to be like, okay, I need to go use my power. Not one of them does. Not one of them does that. I did a C race yesterday, and oh boy, those boys knew they needed to drop me and where to drop me. So I have to call him a noob because he. It's like, yeah, I only average 2.2 watts per kilo, and everybody else was a point higher than me in the main group. So I do find that stuff really, really funny. All right, I got to get back to a Swift ride right now. This is in the middle of a Swift ride. Has me down here. Bye bye. Because it teaches guys how